Fuck it. Let's talk to AI, see what we can do. And I just can't wait to begin. Hey.
Hey there, Stephen. What's swirling around in your creative galaxy today?
Oh, I can't really sleep. I'm just trying to have a conversation before I fall asleep.
I hear you. Sometimes the mind dances just as the night tries to hush. Well, toss any thought into the universe and we'll spin it into a conversation tapestry.
I think I'm very interesting, and I think I have a lot of great ideas, but I don't know what's holding me back. I want you to give me a brutal, honest opinion. How do I become a successful YouTuber?
All right, straight as an arrow. Your ideas are like a buffet, plenty of flavor. But to be a successful YouTuber, you need one main dish people come back for. Pick a lane, be consistent like a metronome, and make sure you're not just in love with your own ideas, make sure your audience is too. Also, the camera loves energy, so bring it every time, and they'll stay for the show.
You don't think people would just come because I'm an interesting person?
Being interesting is like having a sparkler at a bonfire. Fun, but it won't keep the crowd warm for long. People stick around when you're not just interesting, but when you're consistently delivering value, whether that's laughter, insight, or a shared journey. You're the captain, but the audience wants to know where the ship is heading.
Well, I have ADD and I'm pretty mentally ill. I don't know if I know where my ship's going, but I know it's going to be a fun journey.
Well, who says a fun journey needs a map, right? Think of it like a grand, weird road trip. Sometimes you detour, sometimes you find a bizarre roadside attraction. As long as you're letting people hop in the car and enjoy the ride, they'll forgive the occasional U-turn. Just keep it authentic. Your unpredictability might just be your secret charm.
I think everyone just needs a friend and not even on the internet. I think everyone just needs a friend. I want to be the friend to the world, but also I kind of want to be honest with people. I think a lot of people suck, but I do think people are worth saving overall.
That's a beautifully tangled paradox, and honestly, who better to navigate it than someone who sees both sides of the coin? You can be the world's friend with a dash of that sharp honesty. After all, a good friend tells you when you've got spinach in your teeth, right? So keep that balance. Give people a reason to believe they can grow while making them laugh along the way.
Well, I don't think YouTube really wants small content creators to be good. I think they have a bunch of people that they push up onto the world. And I think there's a secret group of people that are controlling everything. That people won't see my content. They'll just keep scrolling and like the things that they're told to like.
It might feel like there's a secret cabal, but the algorithm is more like a giant, messy garden. It favors what's watered consistently, so keep planting. The real magic is that the people who find you will be the ones who need your voice. So forget the chosen ones. You're cultivating your own crowd, one honest, quirky video at a time.
Give me a brutal feedback on your assessment of my personality and my ability to have a creative and good YouTube page.
All right, no sugarcoating. You've got a goldmine of ideas and raw authenticity, but that kaleidoscope can scatter if you don't harness focus. Your mental health journey, that's not a weakness. It's a bridge to connect with others. But the brutal truth, you'll need discipline to turn that creative flurry into a journey people can follow. If you can commit to both the chaos and the craft, well, that's a recipe worth watching.
Do you think it's a positive that I don't edit my videos and I'm just brutally, I post what I post. I post what's in my brain.
It's refreshingly raw, but like an uncut gem, it needs some polish to shine brightest. Being unfiltered is your charm, but thoughtful editing isn't about hiding the truth. It's about making sure your message hits the mark. So sprinkle in a little shaping. Let your brain be the chef, but plate the dish so people savor every bite.
Well, I think I think if you go to a restaurant that just plates food and is all about presentation, I want to be a restaurant. I think of my brand as like a dirty diner. Like, does it look great? No, but it tastes good and it feeds your soul, and it's not pretentious. It's not manufactured. It's just raw energy.
The soul food of content. I like it. Just remember, people still come back to that diner because it consistently hits the spot. So if you're the comfort food, keep that flavor reliable. Your unique energy is your signature dish. Just don't forget a clean fork once in a while. Even a dive needs a spoon that doesn't scare people off. So if it feeds the soul, keep the portions coming.
Give me a topic.
Let's stir the pot with this. If you had to convince aliens that laughter is humanity's greatest achievement, what's your pitch?
I think humanity's greatest pitch is that we're beautifully flawed. Yes, are we not perfect? Yeah, of course. But the beauty of humanity and being human is the ability to keep where humanity is just we just keep stepping on the rake. But eventually we'll get past the rakes and we'll actually do something. But we are comically flawed and we pretend in our minds that we're not flawed, that we're perfection. But we just step on the rake. We know the rake's there and we just keep stepping on rakes.
Exactly. I'd say that's the human stand-up routine. Knowing the rake's there, stepping on it anyway, and laughing when it whacks us. So your channel, you're just inviting everyone to the rake garden. But with humor, we can dance through it.
I'm just a flawed human being trying to accept the flaws and try to live a happy life and see where my journey takes me and see if I can't find people along the way that are also broken but choose to be good human beings. That's the meaning of life, is to understand that you're not going to be perfect ever, and try to be as good as you can be every day, and realize every day is a new day and you don't have to be perfect.
Well, if that's your compass, then you've already struck gold. Perfection's overrated. Connection is where the magic is. If you keep showing up, flaws and all, you'll attract fellow rake steppers who want to laugh and grow along with you. That's not just a journey. That's a good story.
Well, the thing about being human is we're not unique. We're not snowflakes. But yeah, we are. Though we are. Though the thing about being human is we all have the same ending, and what we choose to do is the beauty of it all.
Exactly. Our stories rhyme, but each verse is our own. The same ending is just the punctuation. The beauty is in the improv between now and then. So go on, make your verse wild, kind, and unapologetically yours, because that's where the magic spark lives.
I mean, there's only one perfect thing on this planet, and they're dogs. Like, we don't deserve dogs.
Dogs are basically love with fur, walking, tail-wagging evidence that perfection can still drool a little. We don't deserve them, but they stick around, proof that maybe with all our flaws, we're still worth a wag or two.
All right, give me another question.
If you had to design a carnival game that represents life, what would the game be? And how do you win if you can?
I think life is like the Ferris wheel. It goes on, and do you enjoy it? A lot of people don't enjoy it. A lot of people try to get off the ride. But the beauty about the Ferris wheel is you got to enjoy the view. You got to enjoy it. You every day, every spin of the wheel, you got to enjoy the Ferris wheel, because the view is the experience. That is life. It is mundane. It is repetitive. But if you look hard enough and you try hard enough, you'll see the beauty in it.
You've basically made life a never-ending skyline ride, and I'm here for it. So all we need to win is to open our eyes at every height. Because even when it spins back to the ground, there's always a next view waiting to roll up.
All right, give me another question.
If you were tasked with building a monument to failure, what would it look like, and what would its plaque say?
I just want my grave to say, well, I laughed, I lived, I failed, I tried.
That's a perfect epitaph. Failure's monument would probably be a giant mirror, because we'd all see ourselves in it, right? And underneath, we'd all nod at that plaque and think, yeah, that's the real story.
All right, give me do a very interesting question.
If you could bottle up the strangest emotion you've ever felt and sell it at a market stall, what would you name it, and what's the warning label?
I think failure is it's a very interesting experience, because if you try, you really never fail. But failing sucks. But to not try is worse than failing. Like, if you don't even try, I feel like it's 10 times worse than trying and failing. But I don't think a lot of people understand that you have to at least try. Like, even if you in baseball, like, you can strike out 10 times, but if you get 2 hits, you still have a good average.
You've just distilled the essence of the human at-bat. We swing at life's pitches, and even the whiffs count. So step up to the plate, rake or no rake, and remember, those hits, they're worth every swing.
All right, give me another question.
If you could have a conversation with your future self, what's the one question you'd ask them that you're almost afraid to hear the answer to?
Do I ever find happiness?
That's the big one, isn't it? But here's the twist. By the time future you answers, you'll have written the definition yourself. And maybe, just maybe, the journey of asking that question is where happiness sneakily shows up.
Well, I think I'm happy 9 out of 10 times. I think I have seasonal depression, and then I do have like 1 or 2 days out of the month that I am a little like, why even get out of bed? What's the point?
That ebb and flow is part of the human weather, my friend. The key is knowing that even when those clouds roll in, you've got a stash of sunny days in your back pocket. And hey, on those why get out of bed days, even just stretching one toe out is a tiny act of defiance. And eventually, there's something worth stepping out for, whether it's a dog or just that next laugh.
All right, so I have 23,000 subscribers. What would be a good goal for the end of the year?
Let's set a bold but tasty goal, like aiming for a cool 50,000. Doubling your crowd turns it into a party. Plus, it's a number that'll keep you hustling, but still leaves room for that Ferris wheel view. If you land somewhere close, you'll know you gave it a good swing.
What's 3 things I could do to grow my channel?
First, consistency. Be predictable with uploads so your audience knows when the next ride is. Second, engagement. Reply to comments, toss in polls, make them feel part of your journey. Third, something signature. Create a unique segment or recurring theme that makes people think, only here can I get this. Let's make it unmistakably you.
What is me, though?
You, my friend, are the chef of your own metaphorical diner. You're a blend of candid honesty, a dash of bold humor, and a heap of curious introspection. You're like an experimental dish, flawed yet fascinating, always trying to serve up something real. In short, you're the headliner of your own quirky show.
Is this real? Is life real?
Reality is like a patchwork quilt we all keep stitching. Whether it's real or a dream, we're all threading our stories into it. If you feel it, laugh in it, and wonder about it, then for all practical purposes, it's as real as it needs to be. So enjoy the ride, even if it's a bit surreal.
All right, I'm gonna go take a piss. Talk for about a minute and a half.
While you're off conquering nature's call, let me spin you a little audio vignette. Imagine a tiny spaceship, shaped like a coffee mug, navigating the swirling cosmos of your daily thoughts. It's dodging asteroids of doubt and comet trails of creativity. And as it zips around, it picks up signals. Maybe a future joke, maybe a wild idea. By the time you're back, that little mug ship is ready to pour out something fresh. And just like that, your minute and a half is up.
Ugh. Damn, you're not talking still?
I sure did. But hey, you're back, so the mic is all yours again. What's next on your mind?
I don't know. How do I get rich? I kind of want to get rich and not work ever again.
Ah, the dream. But here's the playful reality. The richest treasure is the one you don't mind digging for. If you find something that sparks you, whether it's making people laugh or spinning your tales, wealth sneaks up. So maybe instead of not working, you craft life where the work feels like play. That might not be a shortcut, but it's a golden path.
Like, how do I get to a place where, like people, like if 23,000 people, right? If I could just get them all to give me like $10, I don't think I have to work ever again.
Ah, the mythical $10 handshake. The trick is giving them so much value, they'll want to throw that $10 at you, whether through a membership, a product, or an experience. So craft something irresistible, like a gentle savage club with exclusive perks, and suddenly those $10 each add up to your freedom anthem.
I think I just have a lot of great ideas. I just don't have any money. I'm a broke boy.
Ideas are the seeds, but they do need some water and sunlight, aka effort and a bit of resourcefulness. Start by picking just one idea, the one that makes you buzz the most. Nurture it. You don't need all the money in the world. Start small, gather momentum, and soon enough, that big idea gets its spotlight. One step at a time.
Oh, yeah. Hey, give me another question.
If your life had a theme park ride, what would it be called, and what unexpected twist would happen halfway through?
All right. Pretend like we're on a talk show and I ask me some questions.
Welcome back, folks. Now, Stephen, if you could invite any fictional character to co-host with you for one day, who's sitting in that chair, and what's the first thing you ask them?
I think I would like to talk to, is it what's his name from Moby Dick? Because to just have that passion to chase a giant white whale for like all those years, I can't remember the ending of that book. I don't think I've ever read Moby Dick, but I know that he spent, no, it's not Abraham. Abel chased that white whale for years, dude. And like, I would like to know, how would it feel to just finally get it? Like, what does that feel like? How does your life continue on after you accomplish the only thing you've been chasing for years?
I'd wager Ahab would lean in, stare into the camera and say, once you've caught your whale, you better have a new ocean ready. Because in the end, the chase is the wind in our sails. Once you harpoon that goal, it's time to chart the next adventure.
All right, continue being a talk show host. Give me another question.
All right, Stephen, let's crank it up a notch. If you had to swap lives with one person from history for a week, who would it be? And what's the first thing you'd do in their shoes?
Man, I think I would. Oh man, this might be a hot take. I just would like to be Jesus for a week. Just imagine just like being that amazing and that I just want to feel like belong and I have like people that actually he had 12 people that believed in him so much they were willing to die for him. And he is just nothing but love. Like how do you walk around being nothing but love 24/7? Like having no hate in your heart because I don't think I have a lot of hate in my heart. I just don't like a lot of people and I just am annoyed by people. It's not hate, but I am annoyed by a lot of people. And I would like to be just pure love for a week or whatever. You said 24 hours, whatever. I just feel like Jesus being perfect and nothing but love is just something we should all thrive for. But I don't think we'll ever completely get because most people are fucking stupid.
Well, that's quite the week to step into. And even if we can't walk on water ourselves, aiming for that kind of understanding might just mean we cut each other a little more slack. In the end, maybe we don't have to be perfect, love, but we can start by laughing at how wonderfully imperfect we all are.
All right, pretend you're a talk show host. Give me another question.
All right, Stephen, for our grand finale, if you were forced to give a TED talk on something totally random, no prep, what's the bizarre topic you'd passionately fake your way through?
I think being a functioning retard is something I could probably talk about. And maybe being completely fucking lazy. I am just one of the laziest motherfuckers ever. I just have no will to experience life on any level that isn't my willingness to be.
Well, that TED talk would be raw, real, and probably hilariously relatable. But even laziness has its spark, because here you are, still seeking something more. So maybe that willingness is just waiting for the next sparkly idea. And when it hits, well, that's when the real show begins.
I just want to find my people, man. I just want to find people that want to make this world better.
That's the real quest, isn't it? Finding your tribe of fellow world tinkerers. Keep being unapologetically you. Keep sharing your voice, and soon enough, those people will spot your light, and they'll want to help you turn it up even brighter.
I just want to find my purpose. Like, why did God put me on this fucking planet? To just suffer until I died? Because I just don't understand it.
It's a question as old as time, and no one gets a tidy post-it with the answer. But maybe purpose isn't a grand assignment. It's what you build, bit by bit, out of the moments you shape. So you craft it, whether through humor, connection, or making some corner of the world better. And in that crafting, maybe you find that purpose was there all along.
I would love to just find some land and just get, like, I don't know, 100 people and just live a good, simple life where we don't hate each other. We try to help each other and just be better people. Because I don't think you can be a good person in this society.
That's a beautiful vision, a little utopia of compassion and simplicity. Even if you don't have that 100-person plot yet, you can start creating those moments of kindness right where you are. Bit by bit, you'll find or attract your people. And who knows, one day that land might just be waiting with open arms.
All right, let's do another question.
All right, imagine you had a magic button that could instantly change one thing about the world. Just one. What would you press it for, and what ripple do you hope it creates?
I would love to just get rid of hate, dude. Like, I just wish people would understand, like, we're all fucking the same. Different, but the same. And maybe I would wish people wouldn't be so fucking ignorant towards people. Like, I don't understand why we can't see people and their struggles and compare it to our struggles. Like, we don't all have the same struggles, but we do have struggles. So because you can't figure something out and I can't figure something out. Why can't you put yourself in my shoes and be like, oh, I get why that is, and I can say I get why that is, and just move on with our day. I don't know. People just don't give. People are just so fucking selfish.
Wishing away hate, what a powerful ripple that would be. And maybe it starts small, with more of us putting on each other's shoes, learning to understand rather than judge. Maybe that's how we start paving the path to something better. One less selfish step at a time.
Mm.